You know, drugs were pretty hard to get 100 years ago. An idea that seems absurd nowadays. Also, meat was found everywhere. The local grocery, the market, and of course, the butcher shop. Butcher. That's a word that shouldn't even be uttered. Us carnivores live in a kind of underground taboo segregated food world. But guess what? Between you and me, yes, I am a carnivore, a meat lover, a blood craver. And I don't intend to show disrespect, but screw vegetarians. They haven't the slightest idea what they're missing out on. The luscious red juice of thick steak, the mouth-watering sound of meat when sizzling on the grill. These are certainly the feelings that I long for the most from week to week. I really don't get what's the big deal. The same God that created men different to all other species told Adam to fire up the grill. As Genesis 9:3 says, everything that lives and moves will be food for you. Just as I gave you green plants, I now give you everything. That's my green light for red meat. I live in the busy city of Toronto, and there's only one place around here known to have the best steak in town. So, I drove out my Lambo up north about 45 minutes, anxiously waiting to feel the cold raw meat in my bare hands. As you'd imagine, it ain't cheap, so I carry a load of green ones in the front drawer. I can't help but to feel like some sort of criminal, which only increases the thrill. So I get to the place. It's a shabby old house with a black front door and a big 35 to the left of it. I knock softly and identify myself. The door flings open to the stench of death. Although I can't see where the meat is stored, I have to admit, I'm growing quite fond of this loathsome smell. The guy that I trade the package with doesn't like conversation much. I just made the switch, thank him, and go on my way. I guess he isn't proud of his line of work in a way. He's probably a vegan. Anyways, at this point, the adrenaline is rushing through me and all I want to do is go home and cook this baby to perfection. I rush home, throw my jacket and shoes carelessly at the front door, close all windows and shades, take out my finest barbecue seasoning, and after admiring the perfect cut for a few seconds, I fondle that meat like it's the finest woman who ever let me touch her. My mouth has become a lake of desire, and at this point, I pause to realize I'm a real meat addict. I set it on the grill and close my eyes to enjoy every crackling sound. It's done. The smell is intoxicating. I grab my first-class knife and slowly cut into the first piece of indulgent heaven. I slap it into my tongue and take the first bite. I feel like a pig that just rolled out of the mud. The taste remains in my mouth. It feels like victory in my satisfied stomach, yet left with the need for more.